All right. Let's see if Ashir led everyone to a death trap.
Wee!
Whee!
I
So
think
it's going to be the four of you plus Syl.
Yep, that's fine.
Don't you think you should bring your? Oh, is Syl your first mate?
Oh, bet your ass she is.
My bad.
So as you approach, the guards open the door to allow you in.
I know that symbol. That means it's locked.
Heyo.
You are not asked to surrender your arms, but neither do the occupants say that they will surrender theirs.
That's fine.
The first floor here, thick packed walls. The ground itself is packed dirt. Scattered around, there's some loose timber, barrels of waters, all sorts of like random supplies for the upkeep, maintenance of the tower and whatnot. At the back, there's a single arrow slit facing away. They escort you around. The two guards are wearing half plate, have not the best kept armor. You can definitely tell it's seen better days, but still not in poor condition
Your
at all.
shank is not good enough to go through half plate.
And strapped to their backs are halberds and a light wooden shield, and they all carry long swords.
I think
So they go around and lead you to this little alcove where there's a ladder that ascends to the next floor.
All right. Well,
So
yeah, go ahead.
you ascend the ladder, and first thing you see is there's a thin corridor that runs around the outside with multiple arrow slits and small tables for water and refreshments so that the guards don't have to leave their posts to eat. They open the first door you come to, take you to a small guard area, the table and several chairs. Open the next door, and it takes you in an area that looks like a crafting room. There's a forge, above which sits yet another arrow slit. There's a table for metalworking, a table for woodworking and other general crafting, and a water tub for quenching steel in the corner. They take you out the back door, and there's yet another arrow slit again into a thin corridor, or spirals up to some stairs, leading you on to the next level.
Oh.
On the next floor, you come up, the stairs spiral on. It's a small privy set to an alcove. No door, no privacy. If you gotta poo, you gotta poo. There's a bucket there for washing your waste down a pipe that runs through the tower out into the surf. Into the next room you go. It's the kitchen, the galley. And they bring you to a set of double doors. One of the guards says your companion's in here. It's the water storage room. As long as everything goes well, nothing will happen. But one of our mates are inside, and the first sign of trouble, he'll execute her. No questions asked.
Understood.
He doesn't know her final form.
Yeah. Little do you know, she'll.
Little
do you know.
Takes you back out into the corridor, continues up the stairs.
It took me a few moments to realize you're actually revealing Fog of War.
I was going to use dynamic lighting, but I was like, that should be too much of a pain in the ass. But I didn't realize that until I was halfway through it, setting it all up, and then I was very disappointed.
Yeah, I've done it.
So you come up to the third floor, and it opens into a room with a long oak table. The single window you saw 3/4 of the way up is set there. It's open now, and sunlight's coming in, and a gentle breeze makes the room nice and comfortable. Yet again, another arrow slit just to the side. Beyond the table is a set of double doors, the master chambers, and another door behind you that leads up to the roof, the battlements. Sitting at the table currently is Lady Agasta and her sergeant at arms, Captain McCloud. That's how I'm going to say his name.
I know, right?
And several other guards are present in the room as well. All total, you count about a dozen guards between those on the roof and the ones you've seen.
So we'll split it 4 ways, and no one will notice Killian.
And then the So Lady Agasta motions for you to sit. Join us.
All right, I'll sit down.
Choice.
I prefer to stand. There's not enough chairs.
It's a pretty fucking small room, isn't it?
It's pretty tiny.
This is to scale.
And then, of course, there's Spiff at the head of the table.
Sitting in the window.
It's arrow slit. There you go.
Get it away from me.
It's already ate a few souls today. It's fine.
Caw, macaque.
Caw, motherfucker.
It always hungers for more.
Future ruler of the underworld. Oh god, Bender went to defense mode. Oh.
There's so many people in this tiny room.
Just they're like laying on the table.
It's
like they don't trust us.
He did say a dozen people. So this
not very pleasant.
If
None of them watch
I
their
fart
shits.
and it becomes a stinking cloud spell, I apologize.
Sorry, had some octopus for lunch.
Must have been that
me.
bean I had. Where's Killian? He's in the freaking walls, man.
There's no fucking else places. Here, hey, you want me in the middle of the fucking group?
He'll sit with you. There you go.
Jumps on the table, starts masturbating.
Just
Seriously.
be sure to spin and give it a nice whip.
I'm here to parlay.
Just right in her fucking smug face.
Bitch.
Pretty sure her background says, bitch.
The faptacular Mr. Fappington.
What I always gotta be fapping?
Well, as you know, that Royster McClag is also a master fapper.
Instead of settling with the duel like the old days in the armies, 2 champions would face off. You're gonna face off for ownership over the tower by fapping. It's soggy biscuits on, boys.
Shit, that means we need Cahoon back.
That's why we have so many people in this room. It's gonna get weird.
Things get weird in here. You know, all been alone on this island for so long. Just these people and goats.
Yep. Alright. So you guys sit around the table. Lydia Gass is not a bad-looking woman. She carries herself in a way that lets you know she was probably some sort of well-born, well-educated woman before she somehow got involved in piracy. And her clothes, though, old and well used, still maintain a degree of finery to them. So she sits down and says, well, it seems that we have one Barnabas Harrigan in common.
We do.
That right bastard was not only betrayed my husband, but stole a good number of his holdings after his death. So let's just say there's no love lost on that.
Well, I killed his former first mate. Well, I think that was Cahoon. I don't remember who killed him.
So,
Sil points to herself with a smile.
Oh, right. I don't
Remember?
even remember what freaking Scourge was.
She popped up behind him and was like, "Hey, Cahoon, you want me to kill him?" And I was like, "Yep,
you said take my money and start throwing money at her.
Yeah, it was basically you were basically like throwing coins at her to not die.
Proudest moment. Go ahead, just kill him.
It's all good.
Yep.
I got to watch the life leave his eyes. He had a hard on for me for some reason. Maybe it was because I could, walk on water and I beat his little retarded friend.
Do you mean his overly large retarded friend?
Yes.
That Raziel killed.
Yeah. That's the true reason Ragnar went all ballistic.
Oh my god.
He was trying.
Are you going George Lucas on me? Are you saying that this has poetry and it rhymes?
He was trying to revenge his retarded lover.
Oh god damn it. I can't believe you connected the dots.
Hey man, they're dots. I mean, they may not have anything to do with each other, but you can connect them.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure Ragnar just took a big bucket of oil and just poured it over all the dots. So by just, elimination, he connected a few. Ugh. So yeah, murdered some of his crew. Well, they tried to murder us, so... Well, me.
Well, it sounds like between the two of you, there's no love lost either.
Indeed. So does he still... Well, I guess you're... How long have you been on this island? Have you been stuck here for 2 years as well?
No, much longer than that.
Well, last I heard from Captain Harrigan...
Go ahead. My husband... It was over 10 years ago when my husband was killed. So, I mean, we've been here for quite some time. Close on 20 to 30 years, perhaps, somewhere in there.
Huh.
Must have been rather young to be out here for 20, 30 years when he first got here.
No, well, he did the same thing. That heard the same, rumors you did as young pirates, and came out here convinced that it would be good fortune, and it was. He successfully took the rock from his previous owner by guile and subterfuge, and once we had it, we used it to, amass a fortune and expand his influence. And had he not foolishly gone off to fight that stupid woman, we'd probably have an empire today.
Well, as you probably guess, the reason we're here, of course, is to, have this rock one way or the other. I'd rather not do bloodshed, and no offense, it seems like you've been stuck here for quite some time, and I figure some connection to the outside world, and maybe making this place a bit better, and maybe as legendary as it should be. might, give the title of Lady of the Rock a bit more weight.
Aye. So, to the matter at hand.
Indeed.
You raise very valid points. The Rock is not what it once used to be, and it could still become more. But I'm a woman of my word, and I owe it to these people. I cannot willingly relinquish it without good cause. Though I do not seek to have this devolve to bloodshed either.
Well, I'm not exactly sure what would be classified as a good cause when it involves pirating.
How about revenge, then?
I love me some revenge.
I'm really glad I got that book from the goddess Callistia, Callistia of, goddess of fucking revenge. Sure, I'm all in for that. I mean, he fucking drafted me into his fucking crew. Though he did.
I mean, if you betrayed him, he will, if he hasn't already learned of it, will likely be out for revenge against you, so why not be prepared, or at least strike first, have a place to make him getting revenge harder against you until you get revenge on him.
Indeed, I mean...
There is a...
No, be right back.
Alright.
I cannot simply relinquish the title. However, there's a tradition, not used nearly as widely as it used to, called the Sign of the Times. Under the Shackles law, as much as there could be a law amongst pirates, I suppose more of a code, if you would, we could enter into an arrangement, a marriage, for a set amount of time. She looks around the room, looks at the sheriff. No, can't marry a woman. That won't do.
I was about to joke, hey, it's, buy me dinner first, and yep, this is actually a fucking marriage.
Looks at Avon. Goes, well, charismatic. People might see me with a sort of blue freak and be somewhat put off. That wouldn't do either.
Can't marry a woman.
She looks over
No
at
progressives
Syl.
here.
Fucking definitely not that. Looks at Bender, then looks at fucking Killian.
Oh.
So, of the two of you,
Yeah, go for Smith. My true master is Smith. Well, Bender looks like a robot. You want to hook up with a robot there, lady?
Well, this is not really a sexual marriage. It's more of a political one. I would say I'll still give a middle finger and say screw it. Go two women. Say screw the world.
I'm down with that. Let me just put up some cameras.
Oh, God damn it.
Just do a couple things.
Get the scandals going.
What's that red blinking light? Nothing. Ignore it.
so she looks at Bender, kind of shakes her head, looks over at Killian, kind of shakes her head again.
I feel bad for whoever's going to win because they literally won by default.
Is it Bill?
The blue man. He said he called him a freak.
Oh, yeah.
Sheriff, what's your
I believe
charisma?
18, but I'll look. I should have taken the fucking mask hex and just changed my form to mage.
Hey, mine's
Let
17.
me
Let's
see.
roll this shit
thing
out.
loads so slow. I don't know why. Yeah, I might.
It's got to be you. It
refresh the
loaded pretty
page
quick
later.
for me.
Yep, 18.
18. You do have the highest charisma.
But she hates nerds, and I'm the highest intelligence too.
Well,
Yeah, this is
I
a
mean, I
very
have
high
17.
charisma group. We just happen to
I was
be
gonna say, I got
various different
17 too.
races. Yeah, he's
yeah,
also
Bill
undying.
actually has
He
the
might
lowest.
he might have
charisma
a
out of everybody.
perpetual cold.
Yeah.
And he's not here.
I said we all roll
So-
charisma.
Out of the lot of you,
Knife fight.
given that you're all about on the same ground, which of you do you believe would be the best candidate for marriage?
I'll step in and I'll do the marriage and
Because, I mean, in effect, the person who does the marriage becomes the Lord of the Rock in title, right? But if they aren't a suitable husband, or if they're assholes, or if the group is a bunch of cunts, then at the expiration of the time, she's like, well, that's ended and our alliance is over. And then you're going to have to figure out another way to regain access to your base.
Look, I may be blue. I'm a D, I'm a die, but I am another captain on this table. And I think our union would be beneficial to the both of us. And you don't have to deal with likes of first mates or quartermasters, but captain. Oh, come on, baby. +1 to diplomacy.
Go with it. You could stay a traditionalist, or you can go on the path that rocks.
Yeah.
So you deliver a very eloquent speech, say, hey, I'm blue, but one, I got the ship that previously belonged to fucking Barnabas Harrigan. We stole from him. 2, I'm not retarded. 3, again, I am a captain. And 4, sure, I'm blue, but I don't have any sexual innuendos for that one off the top of my head. So
I may be blue, but you will never be in the sack. I'm a D, I'm a die.
that was kind of lame.
Hey, whatever, fuck you, first mate bitch.
And now your
I don't
influence
have
became a
anything,
5.
So I'll accept it. So, Captain David says this thing, and she's like, all right. So,
Huzzah!
It's like-
Warriors win again!
Roll that XP.
it's all right. So from this moment hence, Captain Avon will be Lord of the Rock. And 1 year from now, should it be dissatisfactory, our union will dissolve.
And then Spiff will enter.
I take it we all in agreement?
I am agreement.
Excellent.
Kiff, fetch me my formal shorts. Tell the boy to fetch me my formal shorts. Who's the boy? You, Kiff! You're the boy! Quartermaster, get us our finest wine.
All right, so
Still
guys,
brewing in the bilge.
you guys shake hands and formalize your agreement amongst all of you with all the witnesses present. A old man kind of shambles up the stairs with some food.
Before we
Serves you
feast,
okay,
can we?
go ahead.
Can we? I apologize, but before we feast, can I insist that the prisoner be let go?
No, of course. They send one of the guards down to release Cutswell.
And that's why I'm a good captain.
There you go. You remembered. And now she
Black guy.
shows her true form and goes demon form.
Gift of
Shows
black
up.
guy tapping his temple.
Comes up into the room. Fuck you, fags! I fucking blah!
And then just dives out the window.
Turns into 2 Diablos, fucking 3 Asharas.
So, elderly gentleman comes up, brings around a pretty sizable feast of boiled crab, some buttered sturgeon, goat cheese, and bread. And they set in the corner a keg of ale and a keg of rum.
Well, take me.
So around the island, in addition to those you've met now, so there's Royster McClag, who's the sergeant at arms, his dozen guards, the Lady Augusta. Then there is Albers and Bernie Siggs. They're an elderly couple in their 70s. They were old Bert Smythe's first retainers. They do. They're apparently servants to nobility before they came out here. They're the ones who usually tend the sheep and cook. They also have a grandson, Martis, the teenage boy. Does most of the herding. He wishes he could go to sea and, be a fucking pirate, but he's some little shit kid on an island herding sheep, so fuck him. Goats, whatever the fuck.
Was the black ship that was in port at Blood Cove the Chelish dickbags? Or did we just never figure out what that was?
Nobody really looked into it, but given the descriptions and the fact that it was not covered in Chelish people, it was definitely probably not Chelish.
Okay.
I mean, after that guy literally punched the guy's skull off, I don't think anyone was curious to learn more.
Right, cool. I'm just trying to purge my notes of anything I don't need.
No, it may come in handy later.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, if it has been resolved, of course. Duh.
Like Ragnar, you can purge that from your memory.
Raziel, you can purge that from your memory.
All right, so you guys have the rock. I'll add some. Oh, and there's one more asshole floating around.
Is Sean Connery on the rock?
Oh, I went Dwayne the Rock Johnson with mine.
No, it's silly. It's Nicolas Cage and Sean Connery are on the rock.
Well, think of it this way: the Sergeant McArms is clearly Sergeant McArms. Is clearly young Sean Connery. So Lady Augusta must be Nicolas Cage in drag.
Captain Avon, you know how to pick him.
Time to consummate that marriage.
Better get that bachelor party in first.
Hey-o!
Well, considering that you need to have strippers for a bachelor party,
Yeah,
and
your
there's
ship
only
has
3 women.
your ship has like what, 2 females on it or 3 females?
Let's take that top off as Shara.
Yeah, right.
It's a good thing you got all these guards. They come with their own poles to dance on.
Yeah. Well, they aren't actually guards. They're actually all strippers.
Yeah, dude. As soon as you're like, "Yeah, we're married," they all fucking jam their halberds into the ground.
Yeah, their half plate just
Exactly.
strips.
Armor off.
They just in one fluid motion, their half plate just rips right off their bodies.
They all have the same magic item. Glamored fucking G-string.
The old guy in the corner is like, "Please welcome to the stage, Pipe Dream."
Don't forget to tip your waiter.
All right, everybody, that was Pipe Dream. Please welcome Jackhammer.
Oh, damn it, I fucked it up.
Just-
Kind of fixed the name.
Got all hot on men strippers.
what name did you change?
Tried to draw a C over the R on rock.
Oh.
Kif,
Welcome to Tidewater Cock.
yeah.
what's the most degrading job here? Being your assistant, sir. Wrong. Being your assistant.
Fucking good part.
Oh, man. All right, so you have this. You have your people now. There is one more person in the rock. Gentleman named Clue. Not U-E-E-W.
Okay. I hate that board game.
It's simpleton in his 20s who serves as a scullion. The old Captain Smythe rescued him from a cruel pirate captain and brought him back. And everybody else has just kind of treated him like a foster son.
What did you say his job
He
was?
can be found derping around the fucking tower and the surrounding area.
I will say this place is a lot better base than whatever fucking random village Ragnar was gonna take.
Let's go back to this village we burned down and totally set up our base there.
Yeah, that we enslaved.
Yeah, but if we go back to the burned down port that they caused, fire elementals won't show up twice there to end the world.
Well, sometimes they come back to look at their handiwork. Memories. The memories.
Oh, I remember I burned down 3 screaming children right
I
here.
remember the screams like it was yesterday.
So the harbor here on the island is big enough to situate 3 ships of the same size as yours.
Killian's like, I can't wait to get my own
any more
fucking
than-
ship so I don't have to deal with.
Any more than that will have to be outside the harbor.
Alright. Or we upgrade the harbor.
Or the harbor upgrades you.
Well, I did say that the entire island's a mimic.
Start nomming on you guys. Nom 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 nom.
I knew it!
So
It looks like a curved penis on a ball sack.
Oh god, I can't unsee that.
Fits, doesn't it?
I can't unsee it now.
Oh my god.
None of us can
Glad
unsee
you found
it.
that map, huh? That quote unquote natural harbor.
I wonder what version 2 was. Well, version 1 was just like West Junior's like, man, I can't wait to make this look like a dick.
And version 2 is beat you to it.
Oh, good lord. Never can unsee this. Every time we see this map now.
I married the lady of Dick and Balls Island. And I'm
Dick and
blue,
Balls
so
Island.
I'm the blue balls captain.
I mean, There we go.
Shit.
I think we broke one.
Here, we'll get some nice ropey streams here.
Wes is dead.
That's where the fishing happens.
It's a good thing we came in from the
Breathe, Wes.
the east, or so we would have just been blindsided by all of that.
They're pirates, they don't shave.
So I guess the tower is kind of like the herpes grown on the sack.
Birthmark.
Boom.
One giant general
Yeah, I mean, this
wart.
road here is like a vein, and so much good luck from this island.
No wonder there's so much good luck coming from it.
That's probably why there's been no visitors for
no.
2 years. They came to the island like, nope.
Nope, I'm out. Nope.
You want to start with this penis island, sir? No, of course not. I'm not dumb.
How could this island be good luck? It's so flaccid.
Fantastic. I mean, if it was Sim City, we would have to like waste time like actually like geomorphing the place to make it look like a dick. This place is already pretty dick.
Free penis.
Oh my god.
So now you have a base of operations in the island.
Mm-hmm.
Not an overly great island, but you do have this fancy level 10 druid who can druid some stuff up for you.
It's just a bunch of trees.
Do a little magical terraforming.
Mm-hmm.
So we have some open space. And if you guys would like, we'll start using some of the information out of Ultimate Campaign to give you guys the ability to add to your little pirate haven here.
Got it. My first motion is to build a spaceport.
Gotta get all their spaceships so the
No,
lasers come.
no, I disagree. We should use our first actions to build a Kerbal spaceport.
Oh yeah. No. What we need to do is go 2 racks and no gas, and just spam Marines.
The problem is that we didn't have enough thrusters. Rocket explodes. No, we didn't have enough thrusters plus thrusters.
You forgot struts.
Looks like there's another ladder over the freaking hatch again.
Poor Bill Kerbin died.
Trapped.
So at that webpage right there,
All right.
that details downtime stuff.
Sweet.
It goes over gaining capital, which is goods, influence, labor, and magic, the shit used to actually build buildings and all that. And it goes into a bit of that pretty well.
Working weekends.
Yay, America.
Well, it's a good thing we got these recent funds from a certain dead Magus. All right. Building. A building is a physical structure you construct or purchase. Gee, thanks.
I had no idea.
So basically, under the rooms and teams and building and organizations
Oh, I see.
pages, there are different buildings, different rooms. Teams are generally like fucking vary from like mercenary guards to, laborers. But
I figure we're gonna eventually have a handout for all of this.
pop back over. Yeah, I'll type it up.
No worries.
Chandra says she can see what she can work, and who knows, man? Maybe you guys could build a dry dock and if Rickety ever wakes up, convince him to hang around and
Change the name
be
from
your
something
personal
that
fucking-
you actually like.
yeah.
Hey, remember how those idiots burned down some stuff that you loved? Here is the things that you love.
Yeah. It's like, hey, welcome back from your coma. Look, it's shiny and we put a bow on it. A new dock. Or you could have what's in the box.
The box could be a dock. You know,
Yeah,
it's
it
not a lot of
could have anything. You could have a boat.
Or a dick.
Why not both?
the island's a dick. We want to give them more dicks.
Good times.
Alright, well, let's go pirate some stuff, because everyone wants to stab somebody in the face.
All right, yeah, we haven't had any combat, so we'll squeeze one in real quick.
Yeah, because all we've done is talk, as much as I...
Yeah, I mean, I was about to say at the end of the session, I was going to be like, Bill, we literally solved everything through talking.
Yeah, as much as I love the fact that we've talked our way through everything, I really like to stab something. This has been like 9 fucking combats we've been through. All I've done is talk people out of doing stuff. Stibbity stab, fuck your face.
You're just...
All right, we'll get you guys out here. So you're as part of her agreement for your marriage, and being the I use this term loosely, richer of the two parties involved,
Woo! That's me.
Lady Agasta takes it upon herself to give you a dowry.
Oh yeah, baby. Dower me.
So, she gives you with her personal far glass,
Farglass?
Is that just a spyglass?
far glass. It's some sort of magical spyglass. Hold on.
Oh, gotcha.
We could build a black
And
market.
she also gives you her dead husband's
Just the dead husband.
famed, yeah, his famed iron shirt, which is a Buccaneer's breastplate. You can find that in the advanced player guide. And I will go look up this far glass because it's in the book here.
Hey, Buccaneers breastplate. Look up where?
In the advanced player's guide.
Okay.
Be sure to like take the armor and be like, well, I got better, and then drop it in front of you, like in Skyrim. It's like, oh, thanks, this axe that does fire damage that I don't need.
Bitch, I don't need this.
And then immediately sell it back to them.
So, the far glass appears to be a brass telescoping spyglass and functions as normal, except from sea level or ground level on the horizon. It allows you to clearly see anything up to 3 miles away.
Holy crap!
From atop the typical crow's nest on a ship, or say a 70-foot tall tower like the Rock, this vision extends out to at least 10 miles. And once per day, the user of the far glass can activate clairaudience, clairvoyance upon any location seen through the far glass's lens.
Wow.
As long as the location is kept in sight through the lens, the effect persists up to a maximum of 5 minutes.
Yay, I can see the future.
Well, you can see what's coming to kill you, at the very least.
You don't know.
Do you know how clairvoyance, clairaudience works, Bill?
Alright, I'm gonna say yes, but let's pretend I said no.
That's fine. Not many people use it. Or at least most groups don't use it. So the way they both work is essentially it puts a magic sensor down. If it's clairvoyance, you can see through it, and if it's called whatever the other one is pronounced, it's hearing. So technically, with that freaking spyglass, you can see all super far away and be able to listen in at that distance.
Nice. I can't find this Buccaneers breastplate.
Well, since Lady Augusta's pretty much in worn down freaking noble attire, I'll send her my noble's outfit that has, that's been decorated with jewelry. She's gonna be the fucking Lady of the Rock or whatever it is. She might as well, look the part.
Wait a minute, he hooking up your wife, man?
Yep.
He says, we ain't rowing no fucking trash hose.
No, the letter will say, "Thank you for marrying this blue freak." No.
Ah!
But yeah, I'll send it to her. Since more or less as a thank you for the, non-violent agreement that we've made.
All right, so we'll say a fair 4 days go by. You guys settle into your new digs, getting the lay of the land. Chandra goes out and surveys the area, starts to see what sort of druidic magic she can fucking pull off for you.
Yeah, can you make this island erect?
The weather for the next few days is nice, calm, and clear. And on that fourth day, Captain Avon's up on the battlement surveying his surroundings with his brand new far glass, looking for a reason to use it on something other than the goats. What's going on down there in the goat herd? Is that someone vapping? Oh, hey look, there's Killian hiding in the shack.
Why? Why? Why?
Because Ragnar's no longer here.
Oh, jump off the building if I'm next to the next Ragnar or fucking Razio.
Well, you better be sure to wear that armor so you'll just bounce back out of the water.
What armor? I got no fucking armor.
No, you put on the armor, jump off the building, hit the fucking water like a rock.
Yeah, it's like the most sinister of belly flops.
God damn, I've been sitting here quietly, not saying anything.
I know, that's why.
Makes you easy prey.
Fucking the captains are handling it, not me.
Alright, so on the fourth day you see a ship off in the distance. Making its way around looks like it's leaving the area, heading west.
Bill,
What?
you see stuff.
Things.
You saw it.
I'm trying to figure out the benefit of this armor versus my armor.
He's spent the past 4 days comparing loot.
Yeah, this is a Ernest goes to camp, Ernest doesn't go to camp situation.